The word that thou hast spoken to us in the name of the Most High, or by Shema Mashiach Yahushua, in the name of the Lord and Savior, we will not hearken, listen unto thee, unto you. But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth. We're going to do what we want to do. We got a free will, right, to do whatever we want to do. To burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, the Semiramis, Nimrod's wife slash mother, mother slash wife, the Queen of Heaven, going all the way back to the Tower of God, the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings and our princes, in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. But then had we plenty of victuals, and were well, and saw no evil. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things, and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine. They ain't following the Most High. That's the problem. And when we burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship her? Like they make these cakes in these holidays? Gotta bake, they gotta bake, they gotta bake, because they made cakes to the Queen of Heaven. Did we make her cakes to worship her? And pour out drink offerings unto her without our men? Then Jeremiah said unto all the people, to the men, to the women, to all the people which had given him that answer, saying, the incense that ye burn in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, ye and your fathers, your kings and your princes, and the people of the land, did not the Most High remember them, and came it not into his mind, so that the Most High could no longer bear, because of the evil of your doings, and because of the abominations which ye have committed. Therefore is your land a desolation. The land of Israel is a desolation, people. And an astonishment, and a curse without inhabitant, as at this day, because ye have burned incense, and because ye have sinned against the Most High, and have not obeyed the voice of the Most High, nor walked in his law, nor in his statutes, nor in his testimonies. Therefore this evil is happened unto you, as at this day. Why you think you keep saying as at this day? As at this day. Because a lot of people doing the same thing. Even worse. Lord Jeremiah said unto all the people and to all the women, wicked women, hear the word of the Most High, all Judah that are in the land of Egypt. Thus said the Most High power of hosts, the power of Israel, saying, ye and your wives have both spoken with your mouths, and fulfilled with your hand, saying, we will surely perform our vows that we have vowed, to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her. Ye will surely accomplish your vows, and surely perform your vows. What's I tell them? Yeah, they're going to do that. You're going to worship the Queen of Heaven, Semiramis, Nimrod's mother slash wife. Therefore hear ye the word of the Most High, all Judah that dwell in the land of Egypt. Behold, I have sworn by my great name, said the Most High, that my name shall no more be named in the mouth of any man of Judah in all the land of Egypt, saying, the Most High power liveth. Behold, I will watch over them for evil, and not for good. See, the Most High is righteous. But when you do evil, he made the evil for those that draw evil to them. That's why he said, I will watch over them for evil, and not for good. And all the men of Judah that are in the land of Egypt shall be consumed by the sword and by the famine, until there be an end of them. So I'm going to kill all you Judites in the land of Egypt. Yet a small number that escape the sword shall return out of the land of Egypt into the land of Judah. And all the remnant of Judah that are gone into the land of Egypt shall sojourn there, shall know whose word shall stand. Those that escape gonna know whose word shall stand. And I challenge you. In this day, you're gonna know whose word's gonna stand. Mine, Most High's word, or theirs, or whoever you listening to, that's contrary to the word of the Most High. And this shall be a sign unto you, said the Most High, that I will punish you in this place, that ye may know that my word shall surely stand against you for evil, because you drew evil to you. So now you're going to see what the evil of the Most High can do. Thus said the Most High, behold, I will give Pharaoh. Fuck, that's all I want to say. You're going to see whose word going to stand, the Most High's or yours, even unto this day. People think they get away with something, you do nothing. Zechariah 7 and 11. Zechariah 7 and 11. Zechariah 7 and 11. But they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone. They made their minds as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Most High thy power of hosts have sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Most High of hosts. A great wrath came upon us from the Most High power of armies, power of our angels. Therefore it has come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, said the Most High power of hosts. Therefore it has come to pass that as he cried, can you imagine the Most High crying? Nope. Nobody considered that. Nobody considered that. He cried. Therefore it has come to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear, as he cried to us over and over again, and we as the Israelites would not hear, so they cried. So we're going to have to cry. We cried. We got to cry one last time, though, but sincerely. And I would not hear, said the Most High power of hosts, but I scattered them with a whirlwind among all the nations, whom they knew not. Thus the land was desolate after them, that no man passed through, nor returned. But they laid the present land desolate. And that land over there in Israel is desolate. A lot of them. You see bits and pieces of, people that's got their little shacks or whatever they got out there, but the majority of the land is desolate. It's desolate for miles and miles and miles and miles. And we refuse to walk in the law of the Most High power. We refuse to do that. Therefore we suffer. Therefore we suffer. Jeremiah 17 and 14. Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. That's the land of Israel that the Most High gave us. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. So we done. But he gave us an out. We just have to take it. Know how to take it. We have kindled a fire in the Most High's anger. Here we are. Look at Jeremiah 5. Jeremiah 5:21. Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Fear ye not me, said the Most High. Will you not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree that it cannot pass it? The sea can't pass the sand. The Most High has done this. And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it. But this people have a revolting and a rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone. Gone, finished. Neither say they in their heart, in their mind, let us now fear the Most High, our power. Let's be afraid, be scared. Let's respect the Most High, our power, that giveth rain, both the former and the latter, in his season. He reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest. Your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholding good things from you. You think you can do whatever you want to do? No. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait, as he that setteth snares, traps. They set a trap, they catch men. It's cold. Verse 28, they are waxing fat. They shine. Yeah, they overpass. Listen at this. They overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper. They get money, but they dealing with the wicked. And the right of the needy do they not judge. The right of the poor do they not judge. Should I not visit for these things? What's that say? I'm going to visit you for these things, said the Most High. Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? This is just what we dealing with. A wonderful and horrible thing is permitted in the land, especially here in America. The prophets prophesy falsely, but you want to hear smooth words and lies. So the preachers prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means. You want to believe in the traditions of men, and my people love to have it so, as we read in Isaiah the 30th chapter. That's what he's saying. My people love to have it so. And what will ye do in the end thereof? What you gonna do when he come for you? When he brings forth the judgment and war on this land from the Most High? What you gonna do then? Sit around and wonder why? Why me? It's gonna be too late. Look at Isaiah 3 and 12. Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Hear that? What's that say? For his people, the 12 tribes of Israel, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee, because if the woman is ruled over you, they that lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. Now, for first value, that women, you can't allow women to rule over you, or they that lead thee cause thee to err. They're going to cause you to err and destroy the way of thy paths, the path to everlasting life. Now also, spiritually, it says, and women rule over them. So, last I look, go to Isaiah 47th chapter. And it says, verse 1, come down and sit in the dust. Sit in the lower state, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Right? Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. Because their whole vibration, the Edomites, the virgin daughter of Babylon, represent Esau. When you read Psalms 137, go there. Psalms 137 proving it. Some of you maybe never heard it, so let's go. Psalm 137 and 7. Remember, O Most High, the children of Edom. That's a biblical name for the so-called white man, or the white nation, so-called white nation, Caucasian nation, indigenous, I might say. Not dealing with just the way they look. In the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof, right? So remember, O Most High, the children of Edom. Who are they? O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, see? So Edom represents the daughter of Babylon. So now let's see what it says. It said a daughter, That's a woman, right? So the Most High says in verse 5, he says, sit thou silent, shut up, and get thee into darkness, get thee into ignorance, confusion. Confusing the people, as they have done, O daughter, which is a female of the Chaldeans. But thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms, okay? The Lady of Kingdoms, verse 7. And thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever, okay? So now, when you go back to Isaiah 3, third chapter, Isaiah the 3rd chapter, spiritually, we read it, 3 and 12. For as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. So Esau is considered, their nation is considered a woman. As we just read in Isaiah 47 chapter. Say, women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee, cause thee to err, because they don't know the way of the Most High. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 7. They're going to say, when salvation is coming on this earth, we weird ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. We have gone through deserts where they lay no way. But as for the way of the Most High and of H.O.I, we have not known it. So it's telling you, O my people, they which lead thee, cause thee to err. But we want to be under the shadow of Egypt, shadow of the Pharaoh, and destroy the way of thy paths, because they don't know the way. They don't know the paths. Look at Isaiah 9:16. Isaiah 9 and 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Hear that? The leaders of people cause us to err, and they that are just led of them are destroyed. Hosea 4 and 6. You think about the leaders of our people. A lot of the leaders, a lot of it comes from the church, who have the curriculum of their theologian schools that they have went to, their seminary schools that they have graduated from, and they come out dead and they make the people dead in their minds. That's why the Most High said in Hosea 4 and 6. And it's not, don't take it wrong, because if that's the truth, then they should be able to challenge us and talk about all these topics from the Bible, the way of life, and tell us that we are the children of Israel, the people of this book. Tell them to name all 12 tribes and who they are today, or some kind of indication of, they probably can't even name the 12 tribes. We didn't even go there. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, you a fool. Remember, in this lesson, you know you a fool. The fools hate knowledge and instruction. Because you have rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Thou shalt be no priest to me. So these pastors, priests, or whatever they call themselves, ministers, they're no priests of the Most High. They're not the ministers of the Most High. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. So anyone that's saying that we're not under the law, they're not dealing with the Most High. Period. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. So you're going to forget their children. And they, as they were increased, so they sinned against me. Broken the laws of the Most High. Want to be like the nation, as we done heard over and over again. We want a king like the nation. We want to be like the nation. We want to learn the way of the nation, which is a trap for us. As they were increased, and we increased in numbers, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. Our glory is our woman. That's our glory. The glory of Israel is our woman. To shame. That's why you see it happening over and over again. Our women out there, they exploiting our women. They want to dress like a man. They want to do their little twerking and all the things that's promoting what? sexual lasciviousness and so forth. So that a woman can be shameful. You ain't got to wonder how they look. They got everything. You can see their whole body. You know, even the print of their private part. So tight. Pants be so tight. You see the print of their private part. Can't see that with no dress on. It's sad, man. But there are righteous women that are operating in the spirit of the Most High. There's going to be those that's going to be in the kingdom with the men. Look at 1 Corinthians 11 and 7. So you can bring our glory to shame, right? For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, cover over Mashiach Yahushua spiritually, for as much as he is the image of the glory of the Most High, but the woman is the glory of the man. Hear that? The woman is the glory of the man. That's why the Most High say going to make our glory shameful. Our women have been amongst all these nations that we've been in captivity under. They have no choice. Look at that movie, The Butler. Man, Roots. It's showing you, man. The dang on overseer. Come and get a married woman and say, come. She got to go and have sex with him. While her husband and son is watching and hearing it. It's cold. But that's part of the curses. Most I said he's going to do that. But now we want to, that's all the way back in Deuteronomy 28. Here it is. Deuteronomy 28 and 30. Thou shalt be troughed for wife, and another man shall lie with her. There it is. Part of the curses. Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. That's why he said, verse 30 again, thou shalt be troughed for wife, and another man shall lie with her. So it's all here. Everything is here. Deuteronomy 11 and 1. Deuteronomy 11 and 1. Therefore, thou shalt love the Most High thy power, and keep his charge, and his statutes, and his judgments, and his commandments always. And know ye this day, for I speak not with your children which have not known, and which have not seen the chastisement of the Most High your power, his greatness, his mighty hand, and his stretched out arm, and his miracles, and his acts, which he did in the midst of Egypt, unto Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and unto all his land. 10 plagues he brought upon them. And what he did unto the army of Egypt, unto their horses, and to their chariots, how he made the water of the Red Sea to overflow them as they pursued after you, and how the Most High have destroyed them unto this day. And what he did unto you in the wilderness until you came into this place. That's what we're supposed to be talking about, bragging on the Most High. And what he did, the Most High, unto Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, the son of Reuben, how the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their households, and their tents, and all the substance that was in their possession, in the midst of all Israel. Swallowed them up, opened up the ground and swallowed them up. But your eyes have seen all the great acts of the Most High which he did. Therefore shall ye keep all the commandments which I command you this day, that ye may be strong. Hear that? that you may be strong and go in and possess the land, whither ye go to possess it, and that ye may prolong your days in the land, which the Most High sware unto your fathers, to give unto them and to their seed a land that floweth with milk and honey. For the land whither thou goest in to possess it, it is not as the land of Egypt, but when ye came out, where thou sowest thy seed, and water it with thy foot, as a garden of herbs. But the land whither ye go to possess it is a land of hills and valleys, and drinketh water of the rain of heaven. Said, oh, and drinketh water of the rain of heaven. The Most High rained down his rain to flourish the land. A land which the Most High thy power carried for. You hear that? The Most High loved that land. He say, this is a land that the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob cared for. The eyes of the Most High thy power are always upon it, from the beginning of the year even until the end of the year. And it shall come to pass, if ye shall hearken diligently unto my commandments, which I command you this day, to love the Most High your power, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul, that I will give you the rain of your land in this due season, the first rain and the latter rain, that thou mayest gather in thy corn and thy wine and thine oil. And I will send grass in thy fields for thy cattle, that thou mayest eat and be full. That take heed to yourselves, that your heart be not deceived, and ye turn aside and serve other gods and worship them. And then the Most High's wrath be kindled against you. This is what we did. We did exactly what he told us not to do. We turned aside and we served other gods and worshiped them other gods, them idols, other nations. And then the Most High's wrath be kindled against you, which it was, and he shut up the heaven, that there be no rain, and that the land yield not her fruit, unless ye perish quickly from off the good land which the Most High giveth you. Therefore shall ye lay up these my words in your heart, in your mind, and in your soul, and bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be as frontlets between your eyes. And ye shall teach them your children, speaking of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. Speaking about the Most High, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, his mighty works. And thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thine house, and upon thy gates, that your days may be multiplied, and the days of your children in the land which the Most High sware unto your fathers to give them, as the days of heaven upon the earth. For if ye shall diligently keep all these commandments which I command you to do them, to love the Most High your power, to walk in all his ways, and to cleave unto him, then will the Most High drive out all these nations from before you, and ye shall possess greater nations and mightier than yourselves. Hear that? He said we're going to possess greater nations and mightier than ourselves. Every place whereon the soles of your feet shall tread shall be yours. Wow, he said everywhere where we can walk going to be ours. From the wilderness of Lebanon, from the river Euphrates, even unto the utmost sea shall your coast be. There shall no man be able to stand before you. For the Most High your power shall lay the fear of you and the dread of you upon all the land that ye shall tread upon, as he have said unto you. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. So I said before you this day a blessing and a curse. You can hear what I say, do what I say, do, and receive this blessing, or you don't do it, I'm going to bring this curse on you. A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Most High your power, which I command you this day. And a curse if you will not obey the commandments of the Most High your power, but turn aside out of the way, which I command you this day, to go after other gods, which ye have not known. Like these religions. What religions is in the Bible? None. And it shall come to pass, when the Most High thy power hath brought thee in unto the land whither thou goest to possess it, that thou shalt put the blessing upon Mount Zerizim, and the curse upon Mount Ebal. Are they not on the other side of Jordan, by the way where the sun goeth down? In the west, in the land of the Canaanites, which dwell in the champaign over against Gilgal, beside the plains of Barah. For ye shall pass over Jordan to go in to possess the land which the Most High your power giveth you. And ye shall possess it and dwell therein. And ye shall observe to do all the statutes and judgments which I set before you this day. Or you got to follow the Most High statutes and commandments and laws, or he going to spew us out of the land, which he did. He did. But now he's calling us to do this. Isaiah 49 and 5. And now, said the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that formed me from the womb, to be a servant, to bring Jacob again to him, to bring our people back to him. Though Israel be not gathered, though we not gathered from the four quarters of the earth yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Most High, and my power shall be my strength. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel. That's the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. To restore them back to the Most High. I will go, I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Because our people call themselves Gentiles, but they are Israelites. Thus say the Most High power, the Redeemer of Israel, and his Holy One, to him whom man despises, to him whom the nation abhorreth, to the servant of the rulers, kings shall seek and arise, princes also shall worship, because of the Most High that is faithful, and the Holy One of Israel, and he shall choose thee. He will always choose Israel. Look at Revelation 9:21. Neither repented they of their murders, people you want to follow, people that's rulers of this world, people that, the demons in high places. Neither repented they of their murders, nor their sorceries, as we read about in Isaiah 47 chapter, nor for their fornication, nor for their thefts, stealing everything. They're not going to repent from it. It's like neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. Didn't ask for forgiveness for it. They figure, hey, you don't see me, I'm all right. Therefore, Revelation 22:15. For without the kingdom are dogs, and sorcerers, and whoremongers, and murderers, and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie will be outside of the kingdom. Straight up. But we want to be in the kingdom. Verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments. It's the last books of the Bible. Last verses. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, live forever and ever and ever, and may enter in through the gates into the city. That's to the children of Israel. That's what Mashiach telling us. We're going to be able to enter into the gates, go enter through the gates into the city. But y'all talk about you can't wait to enter the pearly gates. If you're not 12 tribes, one of the 12 tribes of Israel, you're not going to them gates. Look, Revelation 21, chapter before 22, he said about the gates concerning New Jerusalem that's coming down, descending down out of heaven from the Most High. Look at verse 12. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates. Hear that? 12 gates. And at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. So the names of the 12 tribes of Israel are upon these pearly gates that you done lied to people talking about. They died and went through the pearly gates. No. And they Gentiles know. On the gates are written the 12 tribes of the children of Israel on the east 3 gates. Check it out. On the east 3 gates. On the north 3 gates. That's 6. On the south 3 gates, that's 9. And on the west 3 gates, that's 12. See? So, a gate on the north, the south, the east, and the west. The north, the south, the east, and the west. Where the 12 tribes, 3 of the tribes can go in on the north gate. They can go in, 3 tribes, on the south gate. 3 tribes can go in on the west gate, and 3 tribes on the east gates. The 12 tribes of Israel. So how you get anybody else in there? How you get anybody else in there? You can't. Let me let you know, so you won't have no discretion to be able to say I don't know what I'm talking about pertaining to this the kingdom. Revelation 21 and 10. Just go back a few verses. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High, having the glory of the Most High. And her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal. See? We read from 12 on, so you see that's the holy city of Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High. Okay? Revelations 14 and 12. Here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of a Mashiach H.O.I. Alright? So, we looked at being humble by showing you not to be prideful. Opposite of pride. So you be opposite of what we went over, you know you can be humble. Now let's go back to what this is all about. 2 Chronicles 7:14. 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, which are called by my name, called by the Most High's name, Yah-Shah-Allah, shall humble themselves. We went through humility, which is the opposite of being prideful. You want to make sure you don't be like the Most High have showed us what pride represents. And pray. You got to pray to the Most High. And seek my face. Why we got to seek his face? Because the Most High, Hosea 5:15, first and foremost. Hosea 5:15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense. How we offended the Most High by not keeping his laws, statutes, commandments, his rules and regulations. And seek my face. We say, seek my face. Seek my face. Isn't that what he said? Pray and seek my face. Seek my face. Most High said, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction. Are we being afflicted? It's Jacob's trouble. Israelites' trouble to the utmost. In their affliction, they will seek me early. He let us know this. That we're guilty of breaking the Most High's laws, statute, commandments, as the 12 tribes of Israel. That's why I say, I will return, go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early. See, we have to understand, these nations understand certain things pertaining to who we are as a nation. We don't know. As a whole, you have those that are set up to keep you in darkness. That's their job, to keep you in darkness. But you don't know that because you follow in their way. You follow the precepts of men. You don't realize that they know. The nations know. We don't know, but they know. They know. We sit around trying to figure it out. When these nations know. Look at Isaiah 39:23. Prove that these nations know. And they know that the Most High face is not toward us. He turned his back on us. Ezekiel 39:23. And the heathen, who you want to follow and be under, shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. We broke the laws of the Most High. We did not follow his rules and regulations, because they trespassed against me. We sinned against the Most High. Therefore hid I my face from them. That's why we got to seek his face, because he hid his face from us. The heathen know this. Why you think they have a problem with us dropping this truth? Dealing with this truth? Why you think they have a problem with you coming to the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of you being the children of Israel and not being a Gentile, as they would have you to believe? And the heathen shall know, these other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel that you love and you respect and you care for, shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. The heathen know this. So you think they're going to show you righteousness, how to be righteous? How to come back to the Most High, your power? No. They figure, hey, long as they can keep you wicked as can be, in iniquity and sin, and that kingdom gonna last. Oh, the Most High got something for you, because we coming back to the law, testament of the Most High. Therefore hid I my face from them, because we sinned against the Most High and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword, according to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions, breaking the Most High's laws, statute, commandments, have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. Because we did not follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. Look at Hosea 4:1. Hosea 4:1. Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Most High, you children of Israel. For the Most High has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, no matter where we are. Because there is no truth, because there is no laws of the Most High being brought out in abundance for our people to hear, to live and apply in their life. It's easy to say, tell us we got to follow the law, but you got to go over the laws, brothers, with our people. There is no truth. The laws of the Most High are not being